So I have like two questions for you related, picking up from where you have answered. So you were talking about states getting into business modes and everything in between. So we all have heard of the Kerala model, the Gujarat model, and now the Dravidian model and so on. So do you have any model in mind? Since you're also the
Okay,
youngest.
so the only model we have in mind is the growth model, and no name for it. There, I'll tell you why. I'll tell you why. Let us look at the whole country's map. Anybody from Uttar Pradesh here? Can somebody raise your hand? Okay. Somebody asked Napoleon Bonaparte long time back. So what is your view on China? Napoleon Bonaparte. He said, oh, don't talk about China. They're crazy people. Let them sleep. It's a giant that is sleeping. The moment you wake up China by prodding it, the whole world is going to get a sneeze. Napoleon Bonaparte's word. Uttar Pradesh was happily sleeping. 23.5 crore people, such a big state, amazing culture, hardworking people. Now somebody came and shook them up. Hello boss, I'll get your law and order right. Correct? Hello boss, anybody can walk in the night at 2 o'clock, come back safely. No more dacoits and goons who will capture your land and play. No more caste politics. Suddenly you see what is happening in UP. Second largest economic state in our country now. Tamil Nadu, UP, literally, we both can claim we are second, you are second, but UP has caught up. Airports, expressways, breakneck speed. Ayodhya temple, I just read the SBI report last week. They said Ayodhya connected to other temples is going to bring 4 lakh crore income to UP next year. 5 crore people will visit Ayodhya. I was like, Hare yaar, what is this? What is this? Because if I go to Google and type Hajj pilgrimage, how many people went to Saudi last year? It says 2 crore. Give or take 2.3 crore. How many people went to Vatican City? 80 million. 80 lakh, 8 million. What is the revenue Saudi earned by Hajj pilgrimage? $2.5 billion. Vatican City, 80 lakh people, somewhere around $300 million. Tirupati, he doesn't keep quiet. 1,200 crore, another 2.5 crore people. Now this is the footfall the world has seen in a pilgrimage place. Our Christian friends, Islamic friends and Hindu friends, this is the footfall. Suddenly you are saying 5 crore next year to Ayodhya. And they want to have a Ayodhya city plan, 2031, they want to invest 81,000 crore to rebuild Ayodhya. Now again in the report I was reading, okay, how much tax the UP government will get from Ayodhya and other things, because temple corridors are getting connected now. It said the UP government alone is going to get a tax next year, 25,000 crore. 4 lakh crore to the state. Auto rickshaw brother, hotel brother, Pani Puri brother, somebody who's selling food, 4 lakh into that. Tamil Nadu's budget is 3 lakh crore. Now, we have to understand, silently every state has got that hunger. And they are like, you call me Bimaru state till now, how dare you call me Bimaru? We used a word called Bimaru. And for a long time we used to say Hindu rate of growth. Suddenly UP is saying, how dare you call me a Bimaru state? I am 23.5 crore, you keep me as a country, I am probably the world's 5th largest, 6th largest in terms of population. I am building infra at a breakneck speed. My law and order, I have sorted it out. And my gross enrollment ratio is just shooting. Tamil Nadu is number 1 with about 50% GER. Just imagine my brothers from UP, state from UP, in 7 years, if their GER goes to 42% from the current 28-29%, their student output in the higher education is equal to Tamil Nadu, Kerala, Telangana, Karnataka, Puducherry. Disruption is just coming, it is just warming up. One good chief minister, coming, sitting, let us sort it out. Sabko theek karo. Keep the law and order and control. Go after them. When businesses come, when they put their money into your state, give them value. Where it got reflected? I'm a proud Tamilian, of course, but more than that, I'm a proud Indian. Like many of you sitting here, that is why we are sitting in IIT campus and having this chat. My state, some of your states, since you are living here now for next 2-3 years, in the recent Global Investors Conference, we attracted 6.6 lakh crore. You know, I generally am very aggressive as a person. I keep talking. I thought today I'm not going to talk. My state got 6.6 lakh crore. I'm very happy. Let the money go to Dharmaburi, Krishnagiri, Vellore. I need development there. Then this press people went and asked some DMK minister. They said, no, this is a resounding verdict for the Dravid development model. 6.6 lakh crore came because only of our efficient CM. See, that is the beauty of Dravidian development model. I said, okay, I'm not going to talk here. I'm going to give it a miss. Second day, three ministers came to the press. They said, this is a proof that Dravidian development model is far superior than any other model. Then I'm like, no, today I'm going to talk to the press. I called the press friends. I said, come. Friends, I'm very happy. My state has got 6.6 lakh crore. I'm very happy. I asked the press friends, how much did UP get last year in the Global Investors Conference, 2023, February, March? Press said, sir, UP should be less than 6.6 lakh crore. I said, TK, but can I give you the number? They said, give me the number. I said, UP got 33 lakh crore. They said, sir, what is the 33 lakh crore? I said, Arey Baba, go and check it. I said, which is the worst developed part of UP? They said, Bundelkhand. Correct, brother? Which is developing fast. Bundelkhand alone got 10 lakh crore. After our Global Investors Conference, within 3 days, Gujarat had a Global Investors Conference. January 10, 11 and 12. We had January 5, 6, 7. 5, 6, 7. We got 6.6 lakh crore. Do you know how much Gujarat got? 26 lakh crore. High-end manufacturing, semiconductor, critical infra, getting. So what I'm trying to say is, as students and young friends, you should never be biased in life. You should never be biased. All people have the same goodwill, the same hard work, the same Icha Shakti. There's nobody in our country who is superior or inferior. It is that opportunity goes sometimes late to some part of the country. So now, serious disruption coming. You say, Vati coming? There is that movie. Now, serious disruption coming. Now I urge my friends from Tamil Nadu and the government to say, hello guys. Why are you talking of 1970 model, 1980, 1990 Dravidian model? Why can't we look at some future model? Can we get manufacturing? Can we get this? Can we get high-end? So what I'm trying to answer is, no model is going to sustain the fancy names. It is a pro-business government. Yes, still we have to do more. We have to get our labor reforms right. FDIs, we have to get it right. We have to get our regulations right. And a state like UP, 23.5 crore people. I said gross enrollment hitting 42 in a matter of 7 years. The number of students who come out is going to be equal to 4 southern states. I was also giving a statistics. The number of medical colleges, what UP had till 2017, I think literally they have tripled in the last 5 years. Tripled medical colleges. Everything tripled 4 times, 5 times. So, you are getting into a very beautiful world, which is reshaping the whole Indian politics. And every state is aspiring. Now, you have to imagine, 5 states of our country contribute 50% of India's economy. Maharashtra, anybody from here? Maharashtra friends, number 1. You are Maharashtra, number 1. Now, UP, Tamil Nadu, both of us are fighting. You are 2, I am 2, I just overtake you after 50 years. Whichever it is, 2 and 3, UP, Tamil Nadu, UP. Bengal, Karnataka, 4, 5. This is the traditional system now. So they contribute 50% of India's GDP. The rest of the states, they contribute 50%. Now, India has to grow everywhere. And that is why Prime Minister says, one district, one product. And all of you aspire to be a $1 trillion. Haryana might say, no, I have lesser population. How can I compete with Tamil Nadu and Maharashtra? Then you show them Hong Kong and New York City and Shanghai and everything. Less city, do something different and grow. Population doesn't matter. So, I am not believing in models, neither you should believe in models. Let us believe in good governance. Good governance which enables people to do better so that they realize their God-given potential to the fullest.
Uh, so, continuing on what you have said, sir, Tamil Nadu as a state has.
Put people to sleep already? No.
I guess not. So, Tamil Nadu as a state has contributed in a large scale to nation building, but yet the state is at times seen as an outlier to national politics. What, according to you, is the strength of Tamil Nadu? Why do you think this perception exists in the first place, and how do you think the center and state should work effectively to foster development?
It's a very important question and a very deep question. And if you look at the history of freedom fighting, pre 1947, let us go 200 years back here. Let us not only focus on 1920, 1930, and 1885 when one of the political party got founded. If you go 200 years back, 250 years back, the fight in the Vellore fort, if you go there, the Pulitevan, the Veerapandiya Kattabomman, Veeranachiyar, if you go very deep, very behind, fighting against East India Company, resisting, not giving taxation, maybe the later end of Mughals, then probably when the British crown came inside fighting with them, I don't think any other state can compete with Tamil Nadu in those times when the resistance was the fiercest here. Very fierce. Very fierce. Yesterday I was in Shankaran Kovil. Shankaran Kovil alone Shankaran Kovil, Pulitevan. I'm talking of many centuries, 100 years before, multiple 100 years before. Shankaran Kovil alone had Venni Kaladi. Shankaran Kovil alone had Vanchinathan, probably the next assembly constituency, but in Tenkasi district. I was surprised that one constituency having 4 or 5 people who resisted British imperialism or the East India Company fought with them. So since this yatra is giving me that very good insight, traveling to a rural area, trying to find the icons of that space. But unfortunately, if you look at 2024 now, and there is this growing perception that Tamil Nadu is a state, probably along with now Kerala, now Karnataka is also the disease is spreading a bit. Now to say, oh, north, south, I am contributing this tax, how much did you give back? So I think out of dignity you didn't ask me that question, but I want to venture into that also. And I gave 100 rupees, how are you giving me back? Please tell me. Can I take a little bit time to answer this question? Okay. Because you should not get bored. Saturday evening movie is waiting for you. And no, okay. So for me, sir, I studied IIT before I came. Studied IIT model because I couldn't get into IIT. I asked people, what is it? What time is movie and everything. And sir, now we are getting into a very dangerous argument, probably in the run-up to the 2024 Parliament elections of South, North, and taxation, contribution, how much did you give me back? And where is this argument going to go after 2024? Now, this election, I'm not talking politics for sure because it's a student group, but this 2024 election is a battle of certain political parties who fear they're going to get eradicated after 2024 because their model of politics is not going to work anymore. And other political parties who believe, oh, we are in the upswing, let us consolidate. That is the fight that is happening now, 2024 and up. Now the argument has come back, the main argument. You see chief ministers going to Delhi and protesting. Chief Minister of Kerala, Chief Minister of Karnataka, the constitutional head of a state going to the national capital, sitting in Jantar Mantar, protesting to say, give me my tax, give me my right, where is my money? Okay, now, as a country, independence 1947. Tamil Nadu, lot of industries. Southern part, lot of industries. Why lot of industries came to Tamil Nadu at that point of time? Because Nehruji felt, if the industries are up north, probably within the missile range of Pakistan and China, it will hit. So some of the industries, the critical industries of DRDO were consciously shifted south, Hyderabad and Bangalore and Chennai, because we didn't want to get into the missile reach capability of the neighboring countries. We wanted to save those critical infra because you had two enemies on two sides of the border. That many industries were pushed in south, encouraged, start. Then probably my Tamil friends, my Tamil ancestors asked them, sir, but the coal is in Bihar, the coal is in Jharkhand, but my industry, thermal power plant is here. If I take a coal from Bihar, put it in a train, bring it to Tamil Nadu, it is so costly for me. But if an industry near Madhya Pradesh, right next to it, but he will get coal at, because coal decides the price of the energy. But he will be cheaper. How will I survive in the competitive environment? The Nehruji said, don't worry, we'll have something called a freight equalization policy. Because I have to get into that for you to give you a context of how stupid the current argument is. Nehruji said, don't worry, we'll get into a freight equalization policy. Tamil Nadu, you pick up coal. Madhya Pradesh, they pick up coal. We'll make sure both of you, the freight charge is same. Now, Bihar politics, they say, because of this freight equalization policy of giving away our precious resources, we have lost 1 lakh crore. Now tomorrow if my Bihar friends come here and say, what are you talking about north and south taxation? Give me my 1 lakh crore back in the freight equalization policy. I gave coal cheaper to you for you to grow. Do you have an argument? Do you have an argument in 2047, 2024 to say, oh, I got coal cheaper because you gave it to me? Because in the freight equalization policy, the coal landing cost has to be same for a Madhya Pradesh industry, it has to be same for a Tamil Nadu industry, because the competitive advantage is not based on the freight price, but based on the other factors of production. From there we are sitting now talking about north and south. And you know, in Tamil Nadu, the official employment index, we say 25 lakh migrants, meaning brothers and sisters not belonging to Tamil Nadu or working inside Tamil Nadu now. Especially Tirupur, industrial towns, everywhere they are working. But this, you know, this number is definitely less, it is definitely more than that, could be 35 lakh or 50 lakh, because many people are not accounted, they just come seasonally and go back. Tomorrow if suddenly Nitish Kumarji wakes up and says, oh, I've given lot of labor to your state, can you give 5,000 rupees for each guy as a labor cost arbitrage back to my state, I want to grow? What is the argument you will have? So this argument is so nonsensical that a country has to grow together. That's the only way, that's the only answer. You all have to grow together. There is a competitive advantage in the south, competitive advantage in the north. But I have a problem when people get branded and labeled as inefficient, as this, as that, as this. There I have a severe problem. I am very, very vociferous on that. Because at certain point of time in a country's growth history, some states have subsidized the other state, it's a fact. And certain time of growth in the country's history, some states have to pull up other state, it's a fact. Now, how do we divide the money? Madam Indira Gandhi had this problem. I put tax, you put tax. Direct tax, no problem. You pay, and recently the finance minister was giving a data, Tamil Nadu contributed this much, it got back this much. So direct taxation, Tamil Nadu got more than what it paid. I really don't want to get into this argument, but still I'm just putting out a data reference point for you. Now when the indirect tax goes to a common pool, GST is an indirect taxation, all it goes to a common pool, Government of India has to give it back to each state. What is the current formula? 42%. 42% is the current formula. The 15th Finance Commission, for anybody who follows politics and economics, the 15th Finance Commission, which is till 2026, it said 42% of the money in the common pool will go back to state. 58% the center has to manage roads, ports, pay the army, buy fighter planes, everything you do. Now Tamil Nadu, Bihar, UP, Kerala, they said, okay, how will you divide that 42% for me? Is it equally you will divide? Indira Gandhi had this problem in 1969. She got this Gadgil formula. She said, okay, let us put a formula. And this formula will decide in the Finance Commission the divisible pool for each state. 42% will come totally to the state. Some state might get higher, some state might get lower. But how will each state get? What is that formula? In the Gadgil formula, in 1969, the population was given 60%. 40% for the other things. So population of a state more, they will get more. 60% population, 40% other factors. 1991, the population factor was still about 50%. Population will decide half of the money you get, rest of the factors half. 15th Finance Commission, the formula, the population is 15%. So we started with population as an index of 60%, and now population is 50%, 15. What about the other 85? We have something called an income distance. Average income, income of that state, what is the gap? 45%. 15% good governance, proper taxation, 15% geography of that state, green cover you build. So this is a formula we all have agreed together. Finance Commission, now we have put the 16th Finance Commission. Aravind Panagriyaji has taken over as the chairman of the 16th Finance Commission. He is expected to give a report in the next 1 year. Some of the intelligent brains, professors and students, you'll be contributing to that report. Now it's a formula-based index. 60% population index given weightage, now it is 15% formula percentage given to population now. As a country, we have to agree to a common standard. That 42% central which has to give to the state, it comes in this formula. Now some states complain, no, I am getting less than the other state. Why should other state grow at my expense? I will do protest in Jantar Mantar. Do you think it's a right approach? Then what if the North Indian states say, no, you are growing with my labor. I will not accept it. For every labor that is coming to your state, 5,000 rupee, please remit to my account as cost arbitrage. I want to give it back to the labor's family. Will southern states accept? So, brothers and sisters, very complex argument. Again, no answer, as usual. But my job sitting here is to give insights. I've come here to give insights. A politician who can never have an answer. By now you must have understood in Indian politics. You just give insights and lead the people towards a discussion and a solution. Because I sit here and I can't give a solution because I am not a person to give solution because I am not equipped to give a solution. So we are all discussing, debating. This happened in 69, Gadgil formula, revised Gadgil formula came. Now it is the Niti Aayog formula in 2016 Finance Commission it came. Now we are looking at something different. So I want you to have this thing in mind. Okay, it's so complex, yeah. Let us get into politics to solve it. So I'm trying to motivate all of you to solve all of this complex problem, mathematics, economics and everything by getting into politics.
So in one of your answers, you told you wish people with integrity, they enter politics. You told us, all of us here, enter politics. How do you think we can create a conducive environment where youngsters can enter politics?
Very, very deep question. How do you create a conducive environment where youngsters can enter politics? Very tough question also. Politics is very biased even now to a first timer. Because politics is costly. So costly. Winning election, very costly. Very costly. And let us imagine an IIT professor is motivated here. I've studied IIT. I've taught in IIT. One of the brilliant minds. Let me get into politics. Many IIT professors and IIM professors are in politics. They are my colleagues also. I keep meeting them in different panel discussions like that. And when they come in, you are used to a certain lifestyle. And probably you after 10 years in a corporate life or NGO or think tank, when you come, maybe immediately after passing out from here, if you are very smart, oh, let me start my politics young. I'll go a long way. If you think like that, you will understand, day one when you enter politics, you will be amazed by the sheer complexity of work you do. For example, today I will tell you my day. Yesterday night I slept by 2:30. I finished something in Tenkasi, which is that end of Tamil Nadu. Public meeting, finished everything. I came to Virudhunagar, stayed somewhere. By the time I finished my meetings, 2:30. Today morning, 7:30, I woke up, I got up, in the sense I left that room. I went to a bull taming festival because I have to be there at 8:30. Then the guide told me, sir, do you want to leave a bull inside? I said, Arey yaar, what is this? In the TV I saw only the outside part where the bull comes and people will go, they'll try to tame and I clap my hand, I come. I never bothered about what will happen behind it. They said, come sir, we'll go and see what is behind. I went there and there is a methodology for a bull preparation. I'll tell you how complex preparing a bull is. Let us talk about politics later. A bull is getting prepared, bull is getting prepped up. Because you have to keep that bull charged because it is go inside and go like this and run. And they told me, sir, to prep the bull, you have to cut out the thread that is inside that nose. In Tamil we call Mukanangaira. I don't know what is the word in English. Where the thread goes inside his nose, no? You control this, right? With this. And he gave me a knife. don't worry, it is not that small knife, it is a big knife where there was a bamboo pole to it. So the bull is standing down, what you call the vadivasal. And you have to allow the bull to enter that lane. And he told me, sir, in 1 microsecond you have to cut it. I said, Arey, yaar, how is it possible? They said, if you delay even by 1 microsecond extra, the bull will just charge. If you don't cut it, you are holding it back. And the tamer will catch the bull. Because the tamer will get that split second advantage because the bull just stops before entering. I will try, yaar. He gave me this. I was just praying to God I should not make a mess of myself because people are taking photograph of what I'm trying to do. And the bull was inside, the vadivasal was ready. And I just kept it in his nose, cut it. And 1 split second, the bull is out, he ran. I'm telling you, this was my life in the morning. Terrified of cutting a thread in the bull's nose. Then I have to do a padayatra in Madurai, finish it, public speech, meeting, then run and catch a flight, came here. The sheer complexity of politics will overwhelm you. You are sitting in IIT Chennai today, breast minds in the morning, in the evening. In the morning, try to cut that bull's nose, that thread. So this is the spectrum you have to operate. So I would say, forget about other things like money and first let us imagine, will this life suit you? Complexity, abuses, are positive, fighting, social media, people write bad things about you, good things about you. So that is why politics is an entirely different field. Whatever you have done in life will never prepare you for a life in politics. For one, there is a Tamil Vadivelu movie. The first 1 year in politics, you are like, who punched me, who punched me, who punched me? You are like, everybody will be punching. You are like fish out of water. The two guys like you and me are trained to use the right side of the brain more. Logic, reasoning. I hope it is right side, not the left side, sir. Left side. Logic and reasoning and A plus B is equal to this. Why it is not C? Then it will take 10 years for us to understand, politics is chemistry, not arithmetic. And I would only say, God willing, let the life that you choose over the next many years should prepare your mind to come and survive in this complex Indian politics, where you should be like a Buddha. Oh, you spoke bad about me? Okay. Because you have to do handshake with them tomorrow morning because we're in an alliance. And then they will be asking, press will be asking, Arey yaar, last week only both of you abused each other. You're like, no, statements got misinterpreted. Do you think IIT guys are prepared for that? No, I'm just joking, but I told you when I started, short-term gains, long-term gains, what you do, how you do. So, this is more critical and important than bothering about some external things like money and how will I survive, how will my family survive. That is the least of your concern. The first is surviving in water. Because you and me are trained to think in a particular way. Politics is not that way. But integrity. Integrity, they always say, when I read Steve Woss's autobiography, it's a beautiful book, Out of My Comfort Zone, his autobiography. There is this foreword was written by Rahul Dravid, very beautiful foreword. So if you read it, you pick up a sense where they say how a form is. For a cricketer, the form. Every cricketer, even out of form, he thinks, oh, today's match, I'm going to go score a century. Tomorrow morning, I'll be form. You talk to any of your cricketing friends. They say, no, sir, I'm not out of form. For you, it appears I'm out of form. So this match, I'll score a century, I'm back in form. So he thinks it is always there, always there, always there. So in the book, he writes, a form is like the sweat in your armpit. You never smell it, people around you will smell it. So integrity is like that. You think you are always integral because your mind keeps balancing. Arey yaar, I did a short-term adjustment because I have to do, because it is Kshatriya Dharma. Other person will say, why did you compromise? Arey yaar, I have to compromise, it is for the larger national good. Hey, why did you compromise this? Why did you take money from that fellow? Arey yaar, I have to take it because the ends are more important than means, or means are more important than whichever way you see it. So your mind keeps justifying. You never know when you lost that integrity. Am I right, sir? And nobody can look back at their life and say, oh, this is the day, March 21, 2026, I lost my integrity in the morning at 9:17 a.m., sir, the boardroom. And nobody in their life till they get caught. Look at some of the biggest startups in the country, the valuation they had, which was a beacon of inspiration to us. The board meeting to kick the CEO out, CEO was sitting in some part of the world saying that this is not right. You see where it takes you as a country. Startups failing. I am somebody who is really bothered when startups fail. Startups fail because of integrity issues. It makes me very sad as a person, as an Indian citizen. Startups can fail, sir. It is okay, sir. We'll make, second startup will make him to win. We'll make the sister to win. Failing because of market condition, we are a $4 trillion economy, sir. We will not give two hoots for a startup failing because of market condition. We will make sure we support you. We'll make you a $1 billion company. India is big now. We are not some old company where a startups fail. We will pump you out and bring. But when you fail because of integrity, it makes us sad. And you are collapsing the ecosystem around you. You are taking billions of investors' wealth. And an investor thinks twice before putting money in Indian startup. So integrity is something, sir, a honest assessment. You never know when you lost it. So my suggestion to you is, then how do you keep check of your integrity? Keep your school friends and college friends with you, however big you are. Don't keep your colleagues with you. That is okay with the chai and coffee, and it's okay. But your school friends and college friends who have seen you as a raw person with zero ego, they should tell you, Hare boss, there is some deviation I'm seeing. Your language is not good. And you are no more the same guy I saw you in 4th class. And this is the model I follow. When I go out, all my closest friends are my school and college. In the business room, it could be my colleagues. But this guys, very fearlessly, they will tell me. For other people, I am some state president, this guy, that guy. Oh, if I say this fellow will not get me a seat in 2024. Better I will say, Annamalai sir, you are fantastic. You are truly great human being. God has made you and created you. We are very privileged you are in BJP. But my school friend will say, I didn't like the way you talk. Why did you shout at him in the night? Then I'll be arguing, no, I didn't shout out. It was so stressed. That stress made me to start out. They'll say, what nonsense. What stress? Yeah. Do you think you have more stress than a guy who's standing in the border facing a Pakistani? Do you think you have more stress than that guy? Because my school friend talks in this language to me. Why do you allow your stress to shout at somebody in the public? Calm down. I will calm down. I say, okay, some mistake I made. So this courage, who will speak to you? So I would say, never lose your integrity because you don't know when you are losing it. Because you know when you are losing it, at least I can put a defense mechanism around it. Integrity is always lost in 0.01%, 0.02%, first compromise 0.03%, then 1%. In 10 years, complete integrity gone, I'm happy. So, be a person of integrity. It's very, very tough to maintain integrity because in Indian system, being a person with integrity, you have to pay a price. It doesn't come easy. Indian system. You suddenly go to meeting at 7 o'clock, you say, why nobody has come at 7 o'clock? They'll say, no, 7:10 I want to come. Then you will say, okay, nobody comes at 7, I'll also go at 7:10. That's how we became late now. The hall is not full, sir. Can we go at 5 minutes late? No, we came on time. I'm not giving this as an excuse or an example. The professor was on time, I was on time, we came. So, the system around you, the ecosystem around you will make you a person of less integrity. How do you fight it out in the real world when you walk out of the IIT campus gate and say, oh, Sir Kamkodi sir has got more selfies, 952 selfie to the next IIT director who got one selfie. He is a great man, he trained me. Is it true he got more selfies? He got more selfies among the IIT directors? Is it true, sir? So there was a competition among the IIT directors that who's more student friendly. And for information, your professor topped it. If I am correct, he got 992 selfie, the next IIT director got 1. Imagine that guy's plight. I am going to fail all of you this time. I am going to repeat all of you. You gave me 1 selfie. So he got 992. See, 992. So what I am trying to do is they will prepare you for everything, great lectures, smartest people. Yesterday the World Bank manager came. Big fundas, they must have spoken economics and growth curve and everything, very important stuff they must have spoken. But when you walk out of the IIT gate, the moment you walk out, I'm going to test your integrity. The public transport will come late. And you'll get frustrated. What is this road here? Potholes here. What are these councillors fellows doing? Eating my money. You'll get frustrated. Then you will say, why should I pay tax after 5 years? Then it will auditor, sir, how much money we pay? This bloody politicians are eating. Find a way to cut tax, sir. Put in some tax saving thing. 7th year. 10th year, suppose IIT Chennai make it big. Sir, what is this round tripping? 12th year. Where is the Cayman Island, sir? 15th year. Can I put FDI there, sir? Gone. So my request to all of you is, it's a challenge, sir. For me, it's a daily battle. Some rowdy fellow joins BJP. Immediately the media will say, rowdy fellow joins Annamalai's leadership. Ex-cop who was clean. Ex-cop who was a honest cop, Singham of Karnataka. He was there and suddenly Tamil Nadu politics, he is making all rowdies to join BJP. What has BJP happened to under Annamalai? And there was a police guy. Now, a lot of police guys keep joining the party every week, 100, 200. One day, one police guy very sadly came to me, sir, I joined the party last week, I want to leave now. I said, why do you want to leave? No integrity in the politics, sir, I want to leave. I said, can I have a cup of coffee? A retired inspector, cup of coffee. I said, why? Sir, I sit in the same table where one rowdy fellow was sitting, history sheeter, sir. Do you know I was a honest cop, sir? And how can I sit with them in politics? And I told him, Hare, sir, sit. Now we have to get into why did he become a rowdy? Is he in the reformation path? Can we give him an opportunity? Can we tell him no more rowdyism after you join politics? Can we talk bigger philosophical fundas? Because you are entering into the grey area completely. And my integrity gets tested every day. Because I make critical decisions every day. Colleagues, presidents of the district, 250,000 people in different posts in Tamil Nadu BJP party at different levels, from the state to the mandal level. And every day mishandling of money, this, that, complaints. For me, every day it's a challenge. And if I go by the textbook definition, only I'll be sitting here today. You did this, you did that, no, you come on time. But if they make decision, they will also remove me. You did this, how do you? So that is a challenge for me. Likewise, it is going to be a challenge for you. So let us not trivialize integrity. But let us keep a check on our integrity through the mechanism that you build for yourself. School, college, sometimes colleagues, sometimes spirituality, sometimes dhyana, sometimes meditation, sometimes yoga. What works for you, keep it as a check to check your integrity every day in the morning and evening.